If this is like unfamiliar to you, I do apologize because I know my channel is not about spirituality, but that is the path that I'm taking in my life right now. This is a path and journey that I'm taking right now, so I want to bring y'all along on that journey, and I hope y'all are okay with that. If not, I don't know what to say about it because I'm not going to stop what I'm doing for the happiness of someone else. Like, I want to make myself happy, and I want to be truest to myself and who I am. So that's pretty much what this video was about. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another video. For those who are new to my channel, my name is Keyerakaye. For those returning back, thanks for coming back to watch my videos. So in today's video, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be talking about my spiritual journey, which has been a roller coaster, honestly. So yeah, I'm going to be pretty much touching base on my spiritual journey, telling you guys how I started my spiritual journey, how it's going for me, where I am now, and just a lot of stuff that I've been experiencing when it comes to my spiritual journey, or just my spiritual awakening, or whatever you want to call it. If that's something that you are interested in, make sure you keep watching this video to the end. And if you aren't subscribed to my channel, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and make sure you have the notifications turned on so you don't miss when I upload videos, of course. So I do have some notes right here because, like, I know I'm going to get off track, and honestly, my spiritual journey is just all over the place because, like, y'all gonna hear about the story times in this video. I'm gonna try to make this video not too long, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna try to put timestamps because I know for a fact it's not gonna be a 10-minute video. It's probably gonna be like 20 minutes plus type of video. So in today's video, what you can expect: how did I start my spiritual journey, the route that I took to get to where I am now, and actually where I am now. Also, I'm gonna be talking about some stuff that I did have purchased to help me and guide me through my spiritual journey. I started my spiritual journey like late October, early November of 2020, which was like right after my birthday. And I pretty much came across this tweet on Twitter talking about moon signs or rising signs or something like that. And I'm like, it's like, oh, you have a whole birth chart, blah blah blah. You know how it was just one of those tweets that was like calling everybody else out for not knowing about these signs. I'm like, let me go ahead and check it out. Let me see what they talking about, if it's real or whatever. So I go straight to YouTube and I start looking up birth charts. And the first YouTube channel I came across was Astrology, which I started binging on her videos because, okay, she showed us, she does like amazing when it comes to teaching how to like read birth charts and stuff, because I pretty much learned a lot from her. So she like showed how to like read a birth chart. You know what I'm saying? Like, she showed how to like look it up on astro.com, blah blah blah. So she just pretty much walked you through the steps. So once I figured out what my whole entire chart was, I started like binging on all her videos, because she has like tons and tons of videos like, oh, if your sun is in this house, or if your sun is in this house, or if your moon is in this house, blah blah blah. It was just like, I got so obsessed like with astrology, like, and I'm still obsessed with astrology to this day. Like, I still study astrology. Honestly, I want to like become an astrologer. And I don't know where to start, to be quite honest. So I'm doing like a lot of studying by myself, but I actually want to be like licensed or certified or whatever you want to call it as an astrologer. So I pretty much found her channel. I also found Astro Finesse channel. He talked a lot about birth charts as well, and like what different signs can mean in different houses. Also, he also does like videos on numerology, stuff like that. That's pretty much where my spiritual journey started, I feel like, because once I got into astrology and I started like realizing like, dang, I'm not just a Scorpio. For Christmas and stuff, I started looking up like books or whatever that I wanted to get, like, to help me on my like learning journey. Because at this point, I was strictly just learning about astrology. I wasn't even learning about spirituality at the time, even though I didn't know I was. But it kind of like went hand in hand when it comes to my spiritual journey. So this is a book that I purchased, or no, actually my boyfriend bought this for me for Christmas. This is the only astrology book you'll ever need. It is like the only book that I have right now as far as astrology, because I want to get through this book before I buy another book on astrology. Because if I buy another book and I'm just going to keep stacking, I actually want to give this book a try, see what I can learn from this book, get another book, you know, and kind of like learn from multiple people, if that makes sense. So yeah, so pretty much this book, as y'all can see, I got like tabs here to like keep track of like what I'm learning about like moon signs, rising signs. Like, it's so crazy how obsessed I became with astrology, to be quite honest, because it's like I can be minding my business, y'all, scrolling through Twitter, scrolling through Facebook, and it'll say something about a zodiac sign, or it'll say something about like, oh, if you got this placement, blah blah blah. And next thing you know, I'm on astro.com or astroseek.com looking up my birth chart to see if I have this placement, or if I like, my astro.com is filled with like my entire family, like, y'all. It is so wild to me, like. But anyway, So this is pretty much the first book that I have. So I pretty much read in sections. I don't read this book from front cover to back cover because that's not how I learn. Like, I learn as I experience things. So when I'm reading this book, I pretty much learn as I go. Like, if I see something about a Virgo moon or something, I'm gonna go and read about a Virgo moon. Like, I'm not gonna go and read every single zodiac sign and their moon sign and see, because I'm not gonna retain the information that way. That's just not how I learn. So I pretty much just go as I go, and if I see somebody talking about like Pisces moons, then I'm gonna go in my book and I'm gonna read about Pisces moon. I know it's probably sounds strange to some people. That's just how I learn. I'm not gonna be able to read this entire. This is a big book. I'm not gonna be able to read this book from cover to cover and actually retain any information from it. That's just not how I learn. Okay, so that pretty much is how my spiritual journey started. I know that was probably a lot because like that didn't have anything to do with my spiritual journey yet, but it does. It actually does. So honestly, the first thing that really got me into spirituality was I actually downloaded the app Calm, and I was meditating using that app for some reason, and I loved it, but I just wasn't about to keep paying for that app because YouTube offers way more, like, you know, music, and you can use Apple Music, whatever. So I pretty much just I didn't use Calm no more, and then I got into astrology. But then I started back meditating, and I would just do 5-minute meditations because like my mind wandered too much. That's pretty much like where my spiritual journey started. I just started meditating. I started trying to do shadow work is another thing that I had started learning about from TikTok, is like doing your shadow work and, you know, healing your inner child, stuff like that. So I started to do that kind of stuff when I started, like, because I was trying to take baby steps, I really was, and then I got on TikTok. Now we're going to get into TikTok. So I was really trying to take baby steps, and I was on TikTok, and I was watching a whole bunch of videos about spirituality, which the TikTok algorithm is kind of like superior when it comes to like giving you stuff that you are interested in, I feel like. So for me, watching astrology videos, spirituality videos and stuff like that on TikTok, it was just slamming with all this information. And you know how it is when you're on TikTok. You scroll, and it's like next thing you know, it's 2 hours and pass, and you scroll through all these videos, all this information just implanted into your brain, and like, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like a bunch of TikTokers that was like giving information about spirituality and stuff like that, which I'm not trying to discredit any of the information that these TikTokers was giving. I'm not even mentioning names or anything because I don't remember them, but like a lot of TikTokers was just talking about like, you know, astral projecting and third eye and like all this like stuff that kind of like freaked me out in a way because I'm not there. Like I was still I haven't even like started to even get into chakras, which is a whole nother conversation, but I started to like see the scary side of like being getting into spirituality. Videos that I kept seeing on TikTok, it was like to a point where I couldn't even sleep at night because I was just so freaking like I was annoyed to go to sleep. Like, and I have like really vivid dreams a lot. Like I can do a whole nother video on my dreams because like my dreams are like super vivid when it comes to, and I remember them like as if like I was awake. And I've had also experienced like dreams where I know I'm dreaming and I just like kind of like wander. Like it's weird, but anyway, that's like a whole nother video, like I said. So like basically when I was watching these TikTok videos, I was like getting freaked out. So I started to try to change my TikTok algorithm. I can't even say the word today. I tried to change my TikTok algorithm by unfollowing all these spiritual videos, unliking all these spiritual videos, trying to go back to more of my beauty content. Just not saying that I was running from my spirituality, but I was just trying to like not see it as much because TikTok is low-key addictive, and I really just wanted to like, I just wanted to see somebody do their hair and dance to TikTok sometimes. But every time I would get on it, my whole For You page is just full of people talking about just alien this, alien that. Like it was, and not saying that I'm like afraid of that kind of stuff, which I, like in a way I am unfamiliar for me. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. So it was kind of scary. So I decided to go ahead and make a new TikTok account and just completely stay off the old one because it was that bad for me. Because in that moment when I was getting so tired of like looking at that stuff and it was freaking me out, like I just was like, I don't even want to do it no more. Like I can't, like I got kind of nervous to even meditate at a certain point, you know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like freaking me out that bad. So I made a new TikTok and I'm like, okay, I'm going to give this another try. So this time I actually am taking baby steps. I actually am working on doing my meditations and working on my chakras. So I do like root chakra meditations, you know, sacral chakra meditations. I haven't really moved past my solar plexus yet because I feel like I'm not. I mean, obviously if I know I'm ready, I'm going to be ready to move past it, but I'm not. So I've just been doing like working on root chakra because I like really struggle with anxiety and like social anxiety period. Like my anxiety get real bad. And I also have like just like fears and panic attacks from my anxiety, just like being out in public. Like I get kind of nervous from like thinking people are watching me and stuff like that. Like my anxiety is really bad, and so I've been doing like root chakra meditation because I feel like my root chakra needs the most work. Like it does, because like there's no way that I should be fearful for these things. And I just remember it was a point in my life where I wasn't as afraid to like just go out and just drive and leave my house, or like I don't know, maybe it's COVID. Like I don't know, I'm gonna blame COVID, but like it's just been like a whole up and down. But right now, where I'm at in my journey, because now we're going to get into the positives. I started to like do more meditations. I was back doing my 5-minute meditations, moved 5 minutes to 10, then moved 10 to 15, moved to 15 to 20. I don't meditate every day. I'm not gonna sit here in front like I meditate every day. I don't meditate every day. But if my body, like right after this video, if I feel like I need to meditate, I'm gonna meditate. Like, and it's to the point where I can actually meditate with my daughter right in the room, because she likes to make a lot of noise. She actually try to meditate with me all the time. She's like, you want me to meditate? And like, so it's like easier for me to meditate now because I started with those baby steps. Eventually, I'm gonna start meditating a little bit longer. You know, like 5 minutes. I mean, not 5 minutes, but like hours and stuff like that. I still sometimes do 5-minute meditations, but for the most part, I try to shoot for 15 minutes because that's just what's working for me right now. I'm not trying to dive in and do too much. I know one thing for sure and two for certain is I'm not trying to do like, you know, too much meditating to the point where I'm like, you know, accidentally opening my third eye kind of stuff. Like I'm not ready for that yet, because I just know I'm not. Like in my intuition is telling me I'm not ready for that. So now I'm going to be showing y'all how I get messages or intuitive messages that's meant for me from my Twitter account. So I did go ahead and make a new Twitter account. I decided to make a new Twitter account because my old Twitter account was like oversaturated. I follow like over like 11,000 people, and it was just oversaturated. So I have all those 11,000 people and then what they retweet and share and all that kind of stuff. So my Twitter was just overwhelming. So I made a new Twitter account. I'm only following like 33 people, and I pretty much just I follow like the my big three from tropical and sidereal astrology. I follow those zodiac signs. Like not just those signs, but like if somebody's tweeting about those signs, like it'll come to like my timeline or whatever. And then I also follow like some people that are like helping me learn about astrology, spirituality, stuff like that. I also follow some people that give like messages, collective messages and stuff like that. Sometimes they'll say, if you're saying like the number 333 or 1111, 1212, stuff like that, this message is for you. If you have like a round shirt with like beads in your hair or something, this message is for you, like stuff like that. So in the way I get the messages, I don't actually go to their page to look for the message. If it's on my timeline at the time of me scrolling, then that message is more than likely for me. And then when it comes to like other messages, like sometimes, the other night actually, I was actually sitting down with Nick's story time, by the way, and a message popped on my phone, and it was a message for, if you've been seeing this number, that number, you know what I'm saying. And I don't have the notifications turned on for this girl's account at all, because you know you can do that. There's only like 2 people I have notifications on for, but I don't have notifications turned on for her account at all, and it just came to me because it was recommended to me. And when stuff like that happen, I'm like, okay, this message is meant for me. So I read the message and I take what resonates to me, what does not resonate with me or whatever. And that's pretty much how I get my messages from Twitter sometimes. So I also started watching tarot readings, pick card readings on YouTube. So I actually started watching Vanessa Samina and Chloe Taylor. Who else do I watch on there? I also watch Shana's Divine Tarot because I love their energy. Like those are 3 different women, but all of their energy is just completely different, but also like I feel like called to like watch their videos in a way. So I would say out of all 3 of them, which is very, it's crazy because, okay, out of all 3 of them, I think Chloe Taylor is my favorite because, and not even think, she is my favorite, okay? So when I first clicked on one of Chloe's videos, I actually just was scrolling and I felt called to click on the video for reading. I don't know how, I can't explain it. It's just like you go with your intuition, and I went with my intuition. I clicked on the video, and when it first came on, her intro was kind of like, it was very like subtle music. I don't know if it's like subtle music. She was like pouring like tea, and I was just like, I don't know if I'm gonna vibe with this. Like I don't know if I can vibe with her channel. And I was like, just let me keep watching this, just give it a chance. Y'all, I'm obsessed with that girl's channel now. It's so wild to me because at first I just didn't think I was gonna vibe with her. And it's so funny because she loves fall, right? I love fall. And then like she calls her, like her community the pumpkin patch and calls us little pumpkins. And I'm just like obsessed with her videos or whatever. So I watch her pick card readings, and that's what kind of got me into wanting to like read and practice tarot cards. So I do have some stuff I'm going to show y'all in just a second. Like, well, basically from Chloe Taylor's channel, it's a lot of messages that I have received from her, and it's like, girl, like, and she always look, one night, y'all, I was watching a video, pick a card reading, and I kind of like wandered off and was looking at something else. I was sitting there doing something else, and like instantly she just, okay, this is kind of like, it kind of freaked me out because I was about to turn my phone off because I'm like, don't be looking at me. But in the video, I was like, I was just like not paying attention. I think I was fidgeting with my nails, not even paying attention to the video. I was in tune to the video, but it was just like this certain chunk. And she said, Spirit is telling me that y'all need to pay attention. And I'm like, so I'm like, okay. And then the next message was literally for me. Like, I resonated with that message to the T. And I'm like, damn, like, y'all. If y'all are into tarot readings or anything like that, go check out Chloe Taylor. I swear to God, you will not regret it. If you don't align with her energy, then of course you can just go watch someone else. I'm gonna be showing y'all now pretty much where I am now in my journey. So like I said, I've been watching a lot of like tarot videos and stuff like that, trying to see what like where I can go in my future, blah 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 blah. And right now, like I said, I've been meditating, I've been practicing, working on my chakras, been doing my shadow work. Like this year, 2021. Has been heavy on shadow work for me. Like I have been up and down, up and down, up and down. Like the beginning of the year, I was like, I felt down. Like I was just going through like a whole like just something. And then between April and like June, I went through this whole just, I'm back. Like I'm out here, I'm posting, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing my makeup, I'm getting my hair done. Well, doing my hair, not getting it done, but I'm doing my hair, I'm taking pictures, I'm posting on social media. And then July came in, and I was just like, went back into my little bubble, and I'm like, what? And I'm just sitting here doing all this shadow work again, and I'm just like, oh my God, like, can I get a break? But I know it's for better things to come. I need to go ahead and tackle this shadow work now, like heal my inner child, all that kind of stuff now, so that I don't have to do that in the future when I'm trying to work on other chakras or whatever. And I'm gonna be showing y'all, okay. So another thing is I do have crystals and everything now, and I want to show y'all my crystals, but I feel like my crystals can be like shown in like another video because I don't want to make this video too long about crystals and whatnot. So first I'm gonna start off with the books that I have purchased to help me on my spiritual journey. So the first book I showed you was the only book you'll need, the only astrology book you'll ever need, and that was for my astrology journey, which like I said, my astrology journey and my spirituality journey kind of go hand in hand because I actually want to read tarot, and I want to read for the collective. I want to read for like zodiac signs, so it's kind of helpful for me to learn about astrology as well, as far as like being on my spiritual journey. And actually, I feel more called to learn about astrology, but I actually feel called to like read tarot as well. So one of the first books that I have is Crystals for Beginners. So this is what that book looks like. So it's pretty much just like a guide to like tell you about crystals. I'm flipping the pages like it's a picture book. So it's pretty much a book of like about crystals. So you can see like it just describe. I hope y'all can see that. It just like describes the crystals. So it pretty much it's literally a guide to like learning about crystals. And this is the first crystal book that I have. I know some people told me to get the Crystal Bible. I don't know if that's like the same as this, but this is the first book that I had in my favorites on Amazon. So this is the one that I purchased. So another book that I have, which this book was recommended by Chloe Taylor. I actually was watching a tarot reading on her channel, and she was just like, I don't know, whatever group I was in that day. I don't know if it was 1, 2, 3, whatever group I was in. She was like, group number, whatever. I'm feeling like y'all are like, it was like, she said it's something about star seeds or whatever. And she was like, if you are feeling called to like watch this reading in this section of the video, you should check out Letters to a Starseed by Rebecca Campbell. So I went ahead and purchased this book because I want, like, I don't know, I actually want to start reading a little bit more. I don't want to always just learn everything off social media because it's just sometimes you get false information. And I just want to read more, you know? So I'm not, like, I'm almost like halfway to the center of this book. Like, I'm getting there, but I kind of read, I don't read it every day, but I read it like when I feel called to read it, I guess. I just read like a few chapters at night. So that is what that book is called. So it's Letters to a Starseed. The next book I have is Light is the New Black. I remember Chloe saying this book is about like, I actually did read one page out of this book, and it was kind of like a guided meditation kind of. I can't remember which one, but she said when she used this book for it, she'll just like flip to a page. I hate when I do that because I was like be showing what I do for the book, and then I'll flip to a page and I'll feel like, well, maybe that's message is meant for me. Like, what? But she said she'll just flip to follow your intuition, especially when it doesn't make sense. That is the page I flip to. So basically, this is the other book that I have. I actually purchased all of these at the same time. So this is the Modern Witch Tarot deck. So this is the first deck. This is the one I'm learning from. I know everyone said get the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, I think is what it's called. So I was looking on Amazon actually, and I tried to like purchase that one, but then I went to the reviews and everybody was saying, oh, these cards are way smaller than they actually look. These cards are horrible, blah, blah, blah. I was actually reading the reviews and I'm like, I don't want to purchase a deck of cards that are not the actual thing, the real thing, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to purchase a dupe of something and it's just not what it's meant to be, or it just don't look good. The placement is off, like the cards are not up to standard. So, if you are watching this video and you are into your spiritual journey, you know about the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, or you have it, can you please comment the link down below so I can go purchase it, because I want to buy that one to study from. Even though this one is kind of like really close, the Modern Witch Tarot deck is really close to the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, but I really want that one because a lot of people say it actually is easy to learn that one because most of tarot cards are based off the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. So I want that one. So this is actually the only tarot deck that I have. The other 3 decks that I have are oracle cards. So now on to this next deck that I have. It is the Moonology Oracle deck. So funny story about this deck. I actually got this recommendation, or I've seen this on Chloe Taylor's channel, so this is why I purchased this deck, because I love when she used these cards. There's like moon phases, and then like the moon phases in different signs, like say like solar eclipse in Sagittarius or Scorpio, you know, like different signs. So that's pretty much what these cards are. So I haven't really cracked the book open on this one to even start studying them yet, because I want to get through learning about tarot cards first, because I feel like that's just, I don't know, I just feel like I need to do that first. So funny story about this deck. So I had all my stuff in my cart. I had all my decks, all my tarot deck, my oracle cards, my books, everything I was ordering from Amazon, right? And so I decided that I didn't want to get this deck anymore. So I tried to take it out of my cart. It didn't let me take it out of my cart. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe, you know, maybe it's just Amazon's app acting stupid. So I go to take something else out of my cart. It takes it out of my cart. So I go back and try to take this out of my cart. It refreshed. It didn't take it out of my cart. So I put my other thing back in my cart, and then I try to take this out again. It did not let me take this out of my cart. So I'm like, at this point, I'm like, this is a deck that I feel called to at this point, because I have to get this deck, because there's no other reason for me to understand why this will not come out of my deck. I mean, out of my cart. So that's pretty much how I purchased this one, because I was actually gonna hold off on purchasing this one and get another one. But I feel like I really wanted it, but I was just gonna hold off and wait, even though I don't know y'all, but I couldn't take it out of my cart. So that's how I got this deck, and I kind of feel like glad that I got it, because I feel like it's gonna feel more special to me that I have this deck now. Okay, so this is the Rebecca Campbell. The artwork is by Danielle Noel. This is Work Your Light Oracle cards. So this is some oracle cards by Rebecca Campbell, and I also have another oracle, some oracle cards by Rebecca Campbell as well. So I have the Starseed oracle cards. So this, let me see. So this is this one. I want to talk more about this one because it actually goes with the book. So there's the Starseed, and this is the Starseed Oracle deck. These cards are so freaking beautiful. Like, I just like looking at them. I like the aesthetics of them. So that's pretty much why I purchased these. Also, this one I purchased because I got the book, and I'm like, you know, when I watched Chloe's videos, I actually love when she had these cards, because I don't know why, I just do. They look like aesthetically pleasing, and I don't know, I like the feel of these cards. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Let me know if y'all want to do if y'all want to see a video on the crystals that I have. Like I said, I feel like I should do another video, because I don't want to over jam this video to the point where y'all don't even watch it no more. So I might do a video on crystals. I also want to do a video going to the park and doing some grounding, because I don't know, I've been feeling called to go do some grounding. Might be bringing y'all along on like a grounding journey, maybe like taking myself on that self picnic that I told y'all about in my photo shoot video. If you haven't watched that video, go check it out. But pretty much that's all I have for today's video. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed filming this video. If you want to see more videos like this for me, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Leave some comments down below if you're starting your spiritual journey, or if you want to follow me on social media. Follow me on social media if you want to like help each other out with spiritual journey, or like just be a spiritual buddy or something. I don't know. That's all I have for today's video. I hope y'all enjoy it, and I will see y'all in the next one.